And I woke up with a sense of clarity. I can never be the one for you. Hey, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. When you're young, the world might break you down. Fell off a couple times, but I'm better now. I found my smile, but it took a little darkness and silence in the middle of the night. I learned to take my time with healing up my mind and knowing it's alright. Oh, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is.
So for new fans that are coming to your channel, what kind of videos can they expect from you?
I like to do live commentary videos. I like to try to get good gameplay videos with different builds like you were saying, but mainly right now what's really popping off on my channel is doing these NBA player videos where I try to mimic the play style of certain NBA players. This is the exact build that I wanted to make to replicate Kobe's game. So like one that's really good for me right now is I have this Giannis build, which is like really blowing up my channel.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Well, for the Clippers, they completed their first-round series in 5 games, looking very confident as we begin the conference semifinals. The stakes have risen again. Round 2 of the postseason. Kenny, if you're starting out on the road, what do you have to do to steal one of the first 2 games?
Well, you know, they always say come out with focus, but you know what that means, Ernie? Energy and effort. That's something that every player has inside of them. All they have to do is unleash it. And then you try to build some early confidence.
So in this game, you just want to be close at the end so you have a shot. Then it comes down to execution. So down the stretch, got to make them big buckets.
Now, let's go down to Kevin Harlan as we approach the tip.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Two survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Harrell. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Beverly. No good that time. Westbrook with it. Outside Gordon. Here's the three. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Leonard, the pass to Beverly. In the corner, it's Morris. The 19-foot shot, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now, here is George. And the shot is good.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Now here's Westbrook. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, after averaging a triple-double during the 16-17 MVP campaign for Russell Westbrook, he just keeps coming at you. What an electrifying and exciting player.
Now here's Beverly, stolen by Gordon. Harden outside. Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. Here's Harrell, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Tucker can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And George kicks to Beverly. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Out to Morris. A three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Westbrook. And good that time.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Clock at 6. George looking over the floor. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Carroll against Harden, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Covington with the steal. Now Westbrook. He's got 7, and there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. Covington finds Westbrook, and here's Harden for 3.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest.
It's stolen by Morris. Good D by Covington. And here's Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Westbrook, and the rejection by Harrell. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Here's George. He kicks it to Harrell. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Rockets trail. Westbrook scanning the floor, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Westbrook's got 9.
Well, Westbrook's so ferocious going to the rim. You have to defend against that first and foremost, but when you do, what about the pull-up? You got nothing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Here's Harrell. Outside Leonard. Five on the clock. They need this one. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by George. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Houston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he can't get the first one. Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. And he's good on the second. The Clippers in the lead. On the wing, George. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from George.
Now, Paul George, not a guy you want to send to the free throw line. Always around 85%, sometimes even up to 90 from the charity stripe.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the Rockets with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. He scores his fifth field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
A monster drive there by Westbrook. So explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
The pass to Leonard. Outside for George. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. And it's Jackson in for Leonard. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. And McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Rivers passes to Green. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Fades. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. George passes to Patterson. That one drops for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Rivers. Green breaking loose. A nice shot by Rivers.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
George with the ball. He's got 9. Rebounded by Tucker.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
McLemore, the pass to Rivers. The shot comes out. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Fade away. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Now here's Rivers. Rebound by Williams.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Now Rivers. The dish to House. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Jackson. The Rockets making the shot. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's House. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's the fast break. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Rivers against Jackson. Here is House. McLemore, the pass to Green. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Rockets with the rebound. And here's Rivers. Pass to House. 5 to shoot. Green kicks to McLemore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Misses the wing J. Clippers leading by 6. In the corner, George with it. No good on the 3. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. .104 left in the first. Pass to Jackson. It's Patterson atop the key. Jackson looking it over. On the wing, George. George double teamed. 4 on the clock. Here is House. Guarded by Jackson. That's good from McLemore on the assist by House. McLemore's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 4. Zubac's with it. Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 15 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Jackson against Rivers. Kicks to Green. And the pass to House. Paul George with the steal. From deep three-point range, Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. And there's Green, and it's House, and at the 3, the small forward.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Now here's Jackson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. From the top of the key, the shot's good. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rivers passes to Carroll. Dishes it to House. Big D that time from Leonard.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Harrell comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Beverly. Great D that time from Green. Pass to House. Pass to Westbrook. And the rejection by Harrell. Outside Williams. Passes it to Harrell. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Green. And Gordon subbed in for Danuel House.
What's up?
That's good from Harrell.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Shot to stop the run. That shot missing, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Carroll with the rebound. Rockets trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The pass to Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris. And the Clippers miss again. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Gordon against Leonard. Covington kicks to Westbrook. From beyond the arc, sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 15 points.
It's terrific to see Westbrook honing in on that shot and trying to become more consistent from deep.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Harrell. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. No good on the free throw. The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He kicks to Williams. Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. Los Angeles with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Westbrook's got the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Again, more attack mode play from Russell Westbrook. He just puts it on the deck and draws contact.
Rockets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Westbrook, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. First one falls for him.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
And Williams drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Westbrook. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Passes it to Harrell. Now Now the pass to Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Leonard. From deep. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. And Covington sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. George is checked in for Lou Williams.
Oh, George.
Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there, and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
Outside Westbrook fires the 3, and it's Westbrook again missing. Beverly finds George, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Leonard. They get a hand on it. Outside Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to George. George double teamed. And Harrell wide open. He shoots. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Westbrook's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the jam by Harden.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
Beverly looking around. Passes it to Morris. He dishes it to George. Kicks it to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Over Westbrook. Kept alive. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Takes the 13-footer. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, he's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
For the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The Rockets also changing it up. Ben McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
Now here's Rivers. And there's the pass to Tucker. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. Now, here is George. Guarded closer. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Rivers against Jackson. Covington kicks to Rivers. Another miss by Houston.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Count it.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here is House. 6 on the shot clock to stop the run. Not going to go that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. George passes to Jackson. And here is Zubac. He's guarded by Rivers. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. House, the pass to Rivers. Here is House, guarded by Jackson. His first shot coming late. Covington with the bucket.
Love the jump shot Covington possesses. Often it looks good coming right out of his hands.
Rivers against Jackson. Pass to George. Patterson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Rivers kicks to House. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Patterson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Here is House, guarded by Jackson. On deep, McLemore, the rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He does a lot of work on the perimeter, but don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Rivers, and the rejection by Zubac.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And the dunk by Zubac.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Pass to McLemore. Drops in the tray. McLemore's got 7. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Well, for the Clippers, boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, GA, still interesting to see if in this second half he can find ways to get to those same spots.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some O.
Beverley against Westbrook. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zubac has got 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Westbrook. Paul George grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now, here's George. Rockets with the rebound. Westbrook's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Passes to McLemore. Back to Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. Tucker can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. There's the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. No good from Zubac.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Tucker can't get it to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Zubac. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Westbrook. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And here's Beverley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Pass to Morris. Now the dish to George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Harden against George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Rockets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for George. Houston also making some changes. Green comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Robert Covington. He doesn't get the second one. Clippers leading by 16. Williams dishes to Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It's Morris taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Another miss by Houston. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Now, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Here's Gordon following the basket by Marcus Morris.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Everly with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Gordon, but he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rockets trail by 17. Now here's Westbrook. 24 points for him. Over Williams. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a shot that Westbrook has learned to use well. When he's hitting that one, it's going to open up some lanes later in the game.
Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Gordon. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Harden's shot is off. Harden against Beverly. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 28.
Attack, attack, attack. That's Russell getting closer to the rim. He just gets more and more aggressive in there.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Gordon. Back to Leonard. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 7.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
Harden against Beverly. Now, here is Harden. He's covered closely. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Count that one. And that's now 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Westbrook passes to Harden. This one for 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 7 points in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Leonard looking around. He can't hit that time. Gordon with the defensive effort.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So, for the Clippers, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Los Angeles leading by 18. Morris passes to Harrell. To the paint. Jackson misses. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Harden. Launches a 3. Kept alive by Houston. Green, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Incredible assist there from Gordon. Just an awesome job getting his teammates involved in that play.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. McLemore's checked in for Eric Gordon. Free throw, no good for House. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Williams against Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. For Houston, they have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James Harden. And he makes both free throws. Now Jackson. He's got 6. Lob pass to George, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Rockets trail by 18. Harden scanning the floor. In the corner, it's McLemore. The Rockets again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And George kicks to Williams. To the middle, here's Morris. The shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Rivers passes to McLemore. Rockets have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 19. Here's Rivers, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Outside Jackson. The shot by George, wide open. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The pass to Tucker, fires the 3. Rebound by Williams.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Harrell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Robert Covington's checked in for the Rockets. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Rockets trail by 21. Here's McLemore. Here's Rivers. And he lays it straight in. Rivers has got 6.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 6. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Pass to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. The fader. That one rolling around and rims out.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Here's George. Harrell trying to free himself up, and he drops in the layup off the glass. That's now 26 points for Paul George. The Rockets shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. The feed to House. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Clippers leading by 21. Outside, George. Dishes it to Harrell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Harrell did everything he could there to try to get the and-one opportunity. Let's see if he can knock down some free throws.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. A free throw off from Harrell. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Williams with the block. They recover it. He gets that one. 11 points for Ben McLemore.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And George kicks to Jackson. Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Banked in off the glass. Rivers has got 8 points. 19 seconds left in the third. Here's George. 26 points for him. Three seconds left. That's good on the jump shot. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Clippers on top, running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up.
Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Rebound, loose balls. We gotta get them. We gotta get them. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta run a little bit more.
Greg, you can tell by his voice he wants his guys to give everything they've got right now.
No doubt, especially on the backboard. For them to secure this win, that needs to happen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Ben McLemore. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Rivers, and it's House, and it's small forward. Clippers leading by 19 points. Outside Jackson, stolen by Tucker. Here's Rivers.
Oh! Yes, sir. On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to Jackson. The pass to George. For the three. Rockets with the rebound. Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to Covington. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams inside, guarded by Tucker. Pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Jackson. From deep. Here's Harrell. And that one is off. And it's Houston the other way. Here's House. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And the Clippers call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A different look for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Houston also making some changes. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Here's Westbrook.
Well, he gives his all whenever he's out there on the floor. Just that energy level is something that is infectious for Montrezl Harrell.
Got a piece of it. Beverley with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's George. Misses and the dry spell continues. Rockets trail by 15. Here is House. And here's Westbrook. Over Beverley. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Shoots from 14. Westbrook passes to Covington. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Beverley with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Beverley against Harden. Here's the floater.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And Beverley kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. From past the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Gordon against Beverly. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Harden. Outside Westbrook to end the run. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Beverly with the ball. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Los Angeles leading by 23. George finds Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
Beverly showing off some handle there. You got a little bit of room, and he didn't disappoint with his decision-making there.
Now here's Westbrook. And the rejection by Harrell.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Nice move. Harrell, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Westbrook against Beverly. Now here's Tucker. Tipped away from 20 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebound by Harrell.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Leonard, no luck. And so here is Houston. Outside Covington. Another miss by Houston.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake. You know that one, Kev, the pump fake.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
2.
And he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. No good on the second free throw. Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Chandler up top, covered by Noah. Shamet with the steal. Chandler with the steal. Out to the right wing. With some arc, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by Los Angeles.
Now Beverly. Inside, here's George, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. There's the pass to Clemens. Back to Harden. It's deflected. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's George, and he banks in the layup. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Paul George can get very shifty, even with that kind of frame, and he fights his way through the contact.
Clemens, defended by Beverly. George against Cephalosha. Just 5 on the clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Clemens. Shooting 1.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. McLemore's checked in. And Jermichael Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Rockets now. Clemens, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Pass to George. Doesn't go for him. And Houston the other way now. To the inside, Clemens. And he converts the layup.
Liked seeing Cephalosha dish the rock that time. Good awareness at finding the open man.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-7 run. George finds Noah. Here's Shamet. And Chandler sends it back.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
Shamet with the steal. George against Cephalosha. Outside, George down low. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Rockets shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Clemens, guarded by Jackson. Here's Clemens. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chandler's got his first basket of the night.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the board.
Now, here's George. Back to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to George. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Carroll with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Tyson Chandler getting up. Isn't he tall enough? Wow.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Cephalosha against George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference Semifinals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.